Now, there are some people out there that love working from home. Some of them say to me, why are you always banging on about it as if there's some kind of problem? Well, there is a problem. The reason there's a problem is that the people who have recommended working from home are now beginning to reverse their view, and they're beginning to say, well, actually, it might be better if you did come back because there's an awful lot that's not being done. I know that some people will always say, I can work just as well from home as I do from everywhere else, and everybody always goes on and on about how productivity goes up. Well, nobody knows if that's true because they just have to take your word for it. But what I can tell you is that when Zoom, the company that kind of more or less came out of the working from home mentality and who more or less made an absolute fortune off the back of people sitting in their living rooms and their bedrooms, zooming in on meetings and filming themselves talking to other people, sometimes around the world. You know, these are the people who actually started it all. But even they are now asking their employees to come back to work. Now, if Zoom is saying come back to work because the Zooming days are over, well, surely we should sit up and take notice, right? This is the latest from a large technology company to turn fully against remote working. Google, Amazon, Lyft and others are now insisting on at least 3 days in the office. JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs have ended it altogether. So for those of you sort of refuseniks who are still refusing to come back to work, you should listen to what Zoom have to say. They say they'll be laying down the foundations for Zoom as a successful hybrid business which involves people coming back to the office because so many people now don't go to work at all. And of course, they're saying that fully remote workers have reported working from home burnout, Zoom fatigue. This apparently can come from too much close eye contact, seeing yourself during video chats, a reduction in mobility, and also online conferencing is somehow more difficult to do than sitting in a room in a meeting. So, you have to say, if Zoom is saying go back to work, then you should go along with it. Go back to work, shut down your Zoom account, and get on with it. It's as simple as that. That's the world of woke.
The world of woke.